And although it was only 3 years ago, if I could talk to 16-year-old me again, I would tell her to stop stressing and not worry too much on sort of like an adamant future plan, because everything doesn't always go the way it's planned to, but that's okay, because sometimes you think something's going to happen and a better opportunity will come your way instead. So it's always important to remember that the path that you're on is not always going to be a straight road.
If I was to go back in time and meet myself when I was 16, the advice that I would give myself is not to believe people when they say that you can't do something. I had a careers meeting and I talked about the fact that I was interested in going into teaching. That was something I wanted to do, but I was worried that I wouldn't achieve the qualifications that I would need to take that step. Unfortunately, the response was, well, you better think of something else, then it's obviously not for you. And I listened, and I wish I hadn't listened at that time, because I could have done something very different and started on the steps that have got me to where I am a lot sooner than I did. But I went off and did office work, I got married, I had my son, I found myself as a lone parent at quite a young age, and it was then that I decided to go back to school, if you like. I went to evening classes, I did my A-levels at evening classes so I could go to university, and the teacher that I had for English literature, which was the first one I did, so I did them separately. An A-level in a year at evening classes is a challenge. But he started to say things, well, why aren't you thinking about going to university? Why aren't you going to make that next step? You can definitely do it. And those positive messages that I started receiving started to cancel out the negative message that I'd had previously. And it started me off on the step to where I am now. So my advice to myself at 16 would be, don't listen if people don't believe in you, because somebody will believe in you. And if you can't find that person at that time, you need to believe in yourself and not trust that other people know what they're talking about when they say that you can't do something. So don't be dismissed by people and actually believe in yourself.
If I could travel back and talk to my younger self about what to do, I would encourage them not to stand for any inequality, to ensure that they stood up for what they believed in, and to continue to fight for a fairer world.
Now, for me, if I could go back and speak to a 16-year-old me, what would I say, knowing what I know now? Well, one, I would have been here at Chichester College as a student, and I would say to myself, life isn't always easy and you have to face challenges sometimes head on, but you'll be strong, you'll be resilient, and you will persevere, and you won't give up to achieve what you want to achieve. And really reach for the stars, because there's so much you can achieve in life. And you know what, friends were really important to me then, and sometimes maybe I chose to be with my friends rather than to be in the classroom. Actually, you know what, learning's so powerful. It's such a tool that will get you so far in life, and actually that gives you so many more opportunities and chances. So really focus your time, and remember, it's okay to be you.